because I feel like me as a guy, and I know other guys that do this, maybe just go for a walk, first time, first impression. Why do you feel like the coffee no walk date is a thing? It's not supposed to happen. Speak from that.
Because I feel that when a guy invites you out on a coffee walk date, he's just trying to see if you're hot enough for a dinner date. And I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of guy friends who told me the same exact thing. Because, and this all comes down to, you would go for a coffee walk date with somebody you met online. If you already know that person, that's not going to be enough for them. Like if you met me, let's say if you meet a girl at a bar, you get her number. You're not going to be the day after like, oh, you want to go for a walk? No, because you already kind of created some kind of connection here. So your coffee walk date is just like a vetting process. And for me, somebody that has a really busy schedule, I have so much going on, I would never, I'm in a relationship now, but I would never, if I were single, I would never go on a coffee walk date with a random guy that I see online. And he just wants to see like, oh, let's see who Coco is. Like, I know who I am. And I don't have time to just walk around with random dudes who want to see if I'm worth a dinner date. And that's my whole philosophy, because coffee walk dates for me are just like running errands. Like, oh, let me just meet up with this girl I met on Tinder before I drop the laundry off, or it's like I go to the post office. So please tell me your side of the no coffee. Oh, well, actually, yes, coffee walk date.
Yeah, well, I think it comes into perspective and perception, because when we were over here in Canada, we had lockdown. So you couldn't really sit in certain places. Just grab a coffee, go, maybe go on a car ride, things like that. So you had to date within those parameters. I personally think going for a walk is something casual to where you're seeing the temperature check. You get what I mean? For me, it's a temperature check to see. I wouldn't say that, though, because I feel like beauty comes from within, no? And beauty can always change. I think it's always to go into the mindset aspect,
Yeah, I agree. But not a lot of men are. Like, I live in Miami, and you're right. Living in Miami in Canada is way different, because Miami never really had a lockdown. I mean, I moved here after the pandemic because New York, I was living in New York before, because New York was still pretty shut down, and I just wanted to, continue living my life. So I moved to Miami, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure every city is different. Everybody has a different, that's what I said before, like we all have different perspectives. And I grew up in Europe, and I am used to men being really creative when it comes to the courting stage. They're going to do whatever it takes to impress you. They want to show you he is the man for you. But nowadays, I feel like dating became so casual, and people just like want to casually hang out and casually do this and casually. I would rather casually watch my favorite show on TV than just like casually. Right? I mean, I feel like even when you're getting older, I'm sure you can relate. You would rather be home doing nothing than hanging out with somebody that you don't really vibe with, right?
100%. So this is where I'll bounce back to you, because I agree with what you say there, the traditional aspect. European. Now, where do you think coming over to Miami, living in Croatia, where do you think the blurred line is? Maybe speak on like friends, family, things like that have been in the dating realm that are maybe not seeing what these modern day men are doing, not being traditional. You know what I mean? Because I feel like traditional aspects work, but some people want to run away from it. You're the type of person that you say is you love the dinners, the things like that. You got to be wooed, pick me up, do all of this stuff, 5-star. But speak on that.
I just feel like I'm 31 now, and I'm not interested in low effort experiences. So I need somebody if I'm going out of my apartment, I need something to really be important because like, I just don't want to waste my time going around and hanging out with people and just like filling my time with stuff that don't really bring anything to my life. When it comes to my friends and family back home, like Europe is just very traditional, and women obviously work and they have careers and stuff, but I feel like it's more of a traditional society where a lot of women still stay at home, which in America is not really the case. I feel that today just dating just became so casual. And I blame dating apps and I blame social media, because you feel like you can always find somebody better. You're just one swipe away from your dream person. No, you're not. Like, you think you have all these options, but what you're seeing is a catalog. People are just pretending to be something maybe they are or they're not. But when you're swiping through when you're swiping through dating apps, you just think you're going to find something that's completing you or whatever, but like, it doesn't work like that.